SWAT plan. Interesting enough, they started it. You know, when they were busy trying to see which counties to be able to support after the policy was developed, they picked us. Can we clap for them? The foundation has been very generous. It's not only that, they have even given us the equipment and trained most of us and most of the staffs around, and therefore we are very delighted that they are giving us both technical support and they're also providing the equipment. It's one thing to train people on how to do an ECG, and another thing to be able to provide the equipment. And that is and the equipments have actually been taken to Karatina, isn't it? You have Karatina, you have also PDH, and Mukurene you have one. Yes, because of the support.
And you're bringing another one this year.
And they're bringing another one. And many other things they're going to bring. However, we still have challenges because if we don't have a proper system, what happens is when there's an accident, they first of all call the CEC. They call the governor. Isn't it? The first person to be called is the governor. Then the governor says it calls me. Then after they call me, I'll call Dr. Gojiri. The patient is still there, most likely breathing, and we have big issues. Remember recently we lost a person. There was a fire, the fire engine rolled, and then the person got stuck. They took it to be able to cut these pieces so that they could get him out. Unfortunately, because in the same truck, that's where they took it locked itself, so they could not get the tools to actually be able to release the guy so that he can be rushed to hospital. What happened? They had to get another fire engine from Karatina to come because the ambulance didn't even have that equipment. They don't understand that we are very close to a road traffic because of the main highway. The road traffic accidents have increased. Our ambulances do not have those cutting gadgets. I don't know where they're supposed to cut.
The fire service. Yes.
But you see, it's the fire service now that are a problem. I understand it. It's a problem. And when where they put those things, I think they couldn't open it because the lock was. So they had to get another fire engine. And they started thinking, should we be thinking, Lord, might be some of this equipment we think should be coming with the fire engine. Can they be, it doesn't matter how rudimentary they are to be able to get the person out. Interesting enough is when they're not there, what happens? The public comes and they pull them out. When they pull out patients, when they need an emergency to a hospital, sometimes they find certain things lacking. Either the people don't have an understanding. If you have an accident, who do you call as a backup? The system is not always there. What happens is, if they need CO, I call Jane. If they need the medicine, I call Dr. Gojiri. Dr. Gojiri depends on who picks the phone and does not pick the phone, or who is near Nyeri or who is not near Nyeri. It's not a system. It's just so stressful. You get stressed and people die during emergencies because we don't have a clear plan. If we had a clear plan on who does what, and even the emergencies, in case there's an emergency, you don't need to call the governor, we don't need to call anyone. All the Nyerians need to understand if there's an accident, what to do, because already there's something that is communicated to the public. Again, also one of our major challenges is the ambulance service. We seem to have a big fleet. Unfortunately, whoever bought their matatus, actually, that's what they call it. They're basically practically nothing. Their main aim is, okay, it's important to transport people fast enough, but some of them need care during that particular time as they transport them, because that short interval can actually be able to determine whether they survive or not. So in terms of that, we also approached partners and asked them, is it possible for you to give us specs so that we are able to get proper ambulance services? Then you are looking around, must we be the ones providing these services? Think around, is it a must that we must provide? We have St. John's, we have Red Cross, and others. Could it be cheaper, most likely, to hire them to do this service for us? Just think outside the box. Remember when you have one ambulance, what happens? You have to have a nurse. You also, usually the basic is a nurse and then a driver. And most of the drivers, you have to have 3 for an ambulance. Calculate their salaries in terms of supplies and everything else. The fuel, the maintenance. Ours are old Fords. Are they Ford? Which break, when they break, the only place they can be repaired is CMC. And then CMC itself, usually I think is broke. So they have to order their things from outside to repair one Ford or something. Then it takes how long? Forever. And then they will charge you because they're the only ones who can do that. They'll tell you, this thing you need to pay 600,000. 600,000 for a long time, how much does it cost? Think outside the box as we are looking around. Who else is best practice to be able to support us to do this? So that all we have to worry about is money, and once it's money, then look for the money and then get somebody else in best practice to be able to do that for us. I'm not trying to work out a work plan for you, but just think outside the box. Don't think of what we routinely do. I hope that through the sharing of maybe technical support, if there's any way, even as you do this, without necessarily influencing them to take it, if there's a county that has done really well in terms of ensuring there's a system, is there a way of sharing a best practice? Even before we start, so that we start from no range. We don't want to be swimming in the dark. We don't know whether we are going this direction. Somebody is swimming this, another is swimming, people brainstorming. And let's think of things, first of all, how to reduce cost, how to be more efficient. And again, also, let's think from the source, from the accident area, even if it's from home, whatever it is, whether it's you have taken poison or whatever, up to the hospital level. If that whole system is covered, then we will not lose our patients because somebody will have taken care of them. And don't think of patients, think of yourself. Yes. If nothing else, at least love yourself. If today had an accident in here today, this guy who is so experienced, he will not treat himself.
I will not treat
He will add in PGH. And if he lands in PGH, if not even sutures are not there to stitch him. And basically, if Dr. Baraza is not available to just do anything for him, he's going to die. And if he has to be airlifted to Nairobi Hospital, how long does it take to have an alarm for it, the plane to land there? You know, for an ambulance, most likely we might have to borrow an ambulance from either, is it Auspal or somewhere else? Because our ambulance is not even compatible with the condition he might have, or somebody would have torn him. And I remember during Governor Akuru's time, the guy died talking. Actually, people pulled him out. Can you imagine you being pulled like this on a metal? With the jaw. You know, you're just actually slaughtering him. That guy didn't need to die. If for anything else that we have to do something for Nyeri, is we can do it for our late governor, who died because we lacked proper emergency medicine, and the people who attended him, we left him to be attended by butchers, who did the best thing they knew how, you know, and in the process died. Actually, for him, he could have been saved. Among those who are even, others were more critically injured than him. It's just that he was trapped. Either in a, no, it wasn't in the rail or something.
The rail, yes.
The rail or something. Please, let's think about it. You don't know, it could be you, your child, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother. Do it for yourself, not for anyone else. And with that, we are truly appreciative for the partners who have come. We actually suggested we go through Celeb because we understood Laikipia is just our neighbor. You know, anything happened, we don't want them to be brought to Nyeri from Muranga because they cannot even offer any emergency care. They have to rush them directly to that place. We need to take care of the region as a whole. And thank you very much for those who came from outside the county, feel at home. And let's be focused. Please, if you have your work, this is a working session. Please, if you don't need to don't do your office work. If you do your office work, then please don't be here. I would just kindly request that you go back and do your office work. Because can you imagine people, consultants coming all the way from the other side, and then they come here, then we're busy writing your weekly report to give to Dr. Kamau because I have to give it to the governor tomorrow. They are smiling because they know that's what, because every week they have to give a report. Now, you can do it at night and then you can send it tonight. And thank you very much and God bless.